I personally have never been a fan of such things that could ruin either the community or the game. I myself find that we all should, come together and make sure that this community stays alive, whether it is with simple things like uploading levels every day, even if you have some of the weirdest levels like the recent tab stuff. I mean, come on. Without those guys, we would never have a recent tab, right? So everyone in this community has contributed to making this community such a big one. However, sometimes there are some people that do some certain acts that lead the community a little bit of downwards, I would say, or kind of shift the acceleration of the community's growth. And sometimes they do it intentionally, and sometimes it is very unintentionally. Some people could, enable cheats all along and, pretend that they are playing legit and then showing off that they are the best of the players in the entire Geometry Dash community, but then turn out to be absolute frauds with nothing but cheats in their hands. Those are usually the intentional ones. However, unintentional ones are things like texture pack, for example. At first, this may sound a bit weird and a bit odd, but I have always been against texture packs for one single reason. But before I mention that, I actually want to say everything positive that I think about texture packs. I myself have a small texture pack. You can see here I changed a little bit of things here and there, and honestly, I must say some texture packs look absolutely brilliant. Like, some of them are really fire, but the reason why I'm against them is that they kind of make the game not Geometry Dash anymore, especially if there are people that are recording things on YouTube or live streaming it on Twitch or sending clips to somebody or, posting TikTok or whatever it is, sharing content within the game to other people outside of the game. And this doesn't really ruin the community, but it kind of decreases the initial growth that it might have had if they did not use a texture pack. Now, one thing I must say, I'm not against anybody that uses texture packs. I just think that I, as a personal individual in the GD community, do not use them for this one single reason, and it is that it just disconnects what the game really is from the reality that you are showing. Usually texture packs that don't change the game that much, I don't have anything against. However, when they get really wild, that's when I'm like, okay, this might actually lose us a bunch of people that might have entered the Geometry Dash community. Seeing how awesome and how different all of the creations can be in the Geometry Dash editor, just like I showed you guys in the previous video, people make things that they simply just don't look like Geometry Dash. And it is very important that people from the outside of the community know that that's the game that you jump above spikes. That's the same one. You can do stuff like this within that game. When you've never played Geometry Dash and then all of a sudden you see stuff like this, you're like, okay, why am I watching a rolling sky, video? But then it's not rolling sky, bro. This is Geometry Dash, right? So the reason for that is because they're simply way too excellent at making stuff in the Geometry Dash editor that people completely forget that this is the exact same thing as this one. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people have played Geometry Dash in the past. It was very popular back in 2014. So a lot of people that are right now 20, 25, stuff like that, have probably played this game, but they simply just left it back in 2015 or something similar. And they haven't really kept up with how the game is doing. They basically thought it was just like Flappy Bird. Back then, it just got published and then just everybody started playing it. And then all of a sudden, nobody is playing it anymore and the game pretty much died. But this is absolutely not the case for Geometry Dash, because the game developer is still working on the update, still updating it for more than 10 years, which, to be honest, in and of itself is an awesome thing to think about, right? So these people that see that stuff, they're like, okay, let me just go on TikTok, and then they watch a clip of Geometry Dash, and then somebody scrolls off and it simply does not look like Geometry Dash. They will never ever know that this is Geometry Dash. So like I said, things that change the textures of the game, not that much, I don't have anything against, but things that bring the game to something like this is where I'm like, okay, what is even going on right now? This guy, Alpha, just made a Geometry Dash Minecraft looking menu that you can have in your game. You can have your game look like this. Bro, if somebody records a level that looks fascinating and then they quit off and you see something like this, you'll never ever think that this is Geometry Dash, bro. Never. I mean, already if you have seen this menu back in 2014, which is now 10 years ago, and then you see it today, you might not even remember it. So imagine if the menu looked like this. Will you then ever know that this is Geometry Dash? Never ever. Imagine having played Geometry Dash back in 2014 and now you come back to it from a clip from Twitch or something. Then you see somebody playing a level that does not look like Geometry Dash at all, and then they quit off to the menu and this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like, my dudes. They will never find out that this is GD unless you click on single player. Then that's gonna blow their minds, bro. This is literally a almost one-on-one recreation of the Minecraft main menu made in Geometry Dash. And again, this was made by Alpha. And this is not just a texture pack. This is actually a mod that you have to get yourself. It's called Minecraftify, I think. And you can get it yourself. And then this is how the menu looks like. And honestly, it is really, really impressive. And what I find absolutely fascinating, that it even says Minecraft in the very top. So you're like, what even is going on right now? And again, I have to say, I don't really mean this in a very serious way. I mean, if you want to use texture packs, after all, it's your thing. But I just think that some people that may have had the opportunity to know that a game like Geometry Dash, which a lot of people thought was left off in 2014, is actually a very active game right now, and a lot of people are playing it, and it is much, much more massive than it used to be in 2014. But this should not be that much of a big deal, hopefully. Hopefully we don't get a clip from XQC reacting to flipping a game recreated in Geometry Dash and somebody quits off and they have a Minecraft as their menu. That would not be that very cool. So those are like the crucial things that I'm worrying about, but these are very, very unlikely to happen. So we'll just leave it at that. So if you want to use texture packs, I would recommend not going way too wild into you literally using Minecraft. Unless you're not recording videos, then why not do it? But for the sake of growing the community, I would suggest not doing so. But yeah, that has been it for wow. That was a pretty cool episode. Yeah, that has been it for this video. Let me just make sure I read a bunch of some of you guys' fan art. So this is where we left off last time. We're gonna do a bunch of fan art in my Discord server from a bunch of really talented creators that make fan art for me. And by the way, you should totally join this Discord server. It's very cool. We have one from Ryan JS. This one looks absolutely beautiful. I love it. This is actually, I love the glasses. They look like Robtop's glasses that he showed off one time. And we have X Turbo Edit on the hat, which you should get yourself if you want to grow a channel and not edit too much. Consistency is key after all for a YouTuber. And yeah, this one looks very beautiful. W on that one, Ryan. Yo, this fan art actually looks heat. This is not only a fan art of myself, but I'm also kind of scared of this one Spike, which is Trolly. I love this. I really like this style, bro. Ryan JS he's talented for a reason, right? And yeah, we have SD Slayer. Why is SD Slayer in here? What are you doing? But we have M Rojoy. This is a quack, I would say. And we have this one, which is an animated version of myself. I don't know what I'm saying here because I don't have headphones turned on, but I like the animations. The animations look kind of sick. So yeah, JpanXW on that one. Love it. And Emroni, this one also is very, very nice looking. He made me in Blender. Yo, this is sick. This is awesome. This even looks like a very good idea for a ball because my icon is a little bit more of a square, but this one more looks like a diamond. And yeah, this is very, very W on that one. I want to talk with X Critical. Hello, now you're talking to me, right? And a bunch of upgrades. This is pretty cool. W on that one. Oh, wow. We just talked about Minecraft, and here we have Mr. Gnarly coming up with a Minecraft recreation of my own icon, which also looks kind of sick. W on that one as well. Made with pixel art. What? This is sick. Virtua. Oh my god. This is literally my profile picture done in Minecraft. I was about to say Geometry Dash, but this is beautiful. W. Virtua. Massive W on that one. Five Nights at Yo, that's me. That's me also. It's me. It's literally me, dudes. It's me. It's even saying it in here. It's literally me. And in here also, bro, it's literally me. That's all I have to say. W on that one. Cube, lol, 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 lol. But yeah, that has been it for this video. This is enough fun art. I'm gonna make sure that I have a check in here so I don't miss any more. And if you want me to rate your icons, make sure to submit them in here. And if you have any news you want me to, what even is this, bro? And if you want any news to be talked about, just spam them in the news submit, and I will see you guys in the. Make sure to just slap that like button, subscribe,